Welcome to the last episode of BG on TV for the year. I'm your host, Jared Miller.
And I'm Debbie Otterman, and I can't believe how fast this year has gone.
Absolutely, Debbie. It seems like just yesterday that you were taking us to Plato's Closet for our Fashion Finds segment.
I know. Anyway, we've got a heck of a show for you tonight.
Very true, very true. First off, Chef Isaac will show us how to make our own pizza that's better than anything you can get from a pizza shop. Then we'll take a look at the Treehouse Troop.
After that, our crew takes us inside the WBGU 88.1 radio station for an inside look. Then we see how the Common Good House is making an impact on the BGSU community.
Then Debbie and I chill out with the men's BG rugby team. And finally, Issac Cohen shows us how the students feel about graduating this year.
We've got a lot to get through, so let's check out Happy Tummies.
Oh, home at last. You know what they say about being home? They say that it's never really home until you're there. Oh, hey, old Walt. How you doing, buddy? How's the stock markets going today? Hey guys, and welcome to Happy Tummies. I'm your host, Chef Isaac, and as I was walking home, I got hit in the face. I didn't get punched. I got hit in the face with the smell of pizza pie. And I said, I need to eat that pizza. But alas, I didn't have any money in my wallet, and I didn't want to pay those guys to make me a pizza anyway, because I can make it right here in my kitchen. And that's what we're going to do today. We are going to make a Pita Pizza. Don't run away. A Pita Pizza is really great, and let me show you why. So let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is coat this in a little bit of olive oil. And then we're gonna take it back here to my oven that I've had preheating at 500 degrees. And we're just gonna let it go in there for about a minute or so, just enough to get the outside a little bit crispy. So now let's move on to a great topic, toppings. I'm gonna do a tomato, and I'm also gonna do some portobello mushrooms. Let's go check on our pita bread. Woo! Ooh, it's hot. It's hot in there. 500 degrees, pretty hot oven. And that is exactly how we want it. It's just crisp on the outside, but it's still soft here in the middle, and that means it's not gonna burn. And this is gonna just be really nice and crisp when we bite into it. So now let's get to the fun part, which is designing our pizza pie. Right here, I have some pasta sauce, and it's gonna be delicious too, and it's not gonna let you down. So that looks good, a nice even distribution of pizza sauce on there. Next comes a little mozzarella cheese. All right. Let's put a little bit on there, spread it around. It's very nice. Next, we're gonna put on our toppings. Tomato there, tomato here, one right here, one right there. It's almost like a pizza sun. It's really starting to shape up. And look at this right there. Oh, we got some space, some negative space here on my pizza for my mushrooms. So, to top this off, we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil, and that's gonna cook our vegetables up really nice and give them some flavor. And then on top of that, we got my two friends here, Parmesan cheese and oregano, and that's gonna give us that really nice pizza flavor. So just put a little bit on top here. So next, it's time to go into the oven. So since I don't want my pizza to burn and fall into the grates and make a big mess, I'm gonna use some aluminum foil here. So let's just put the pizza on the foil and let's head back to the oven. Whew! It's like a hot July day in the summer in here, but you know, pizza goes in, it's gonna get nice and crisp. So I'm gonna let that go until it's nice and bubbly and brown. But thanks to a little magic, I have one here already made. So let's take that out. Look at that. This is exactly what you want your pizza to look like when it comes out. It's gold and brown along the edges. The tomatoes are nice and soft and cooked. The portobello's kind of shrunk a little bit and they're beautiful. So let's just take the tin foil off here. Let's chop it up. I'm gonna take a bite because I am getting pretty hungry looking at this thing. Whew. It's pretty hot. You gotta do a little reverse breathing. It tastes so good. And this is like so much healthier than you would get if you went to a pizza shop, you know? It's just a little thin pizza crust and all the toppings and everything we did ourselves. And you're gonna be really proud to say, this is a pizza pie that I made. So, from Happy Tummies, I'm Issac Cohen, and thanks for coming by.
That definitely looked better than anything you could get at a pizza shop.
I mean, absolutely, Debbie. And the good thing about that is, I mean, now I'm usually a pepperoni dude, but those tomatoes and mushrooms really looked good on that pita.
I'm in the mood for some pizza now.
I say we should go. We should go. But up next, we take a peek at the Treehouse Troop, a student theater group that produces shows that are designed for kids.
Roll it.
Treehouse Troop is a course offered here at BGSU, and it's a theater class that was an audition-based process, and we're putting on a production right now called Bunnicula.
My role in Treehouse Troop is an actor, and I play Harold the dog in Bunnicula, who is one of the protagonists in the show. Actually, when I was auditioning for this play, I didn't really know much about it, and then I spoke with Carrie Ann about the benefits of being in Treehouse Troop, and I realized that out of all the possible shows that were being cast last semester for this year, I realized that Bunnicula was really the most beneficial for me.
I'm an educator, so that means I was working on the curriculum packet, which we passed out to all the elementary school teachers. And I also am performing a minor role in the production. I get to play a celery stalk. Bunnicula is about a vampire rabbit who is new to the household, the Monroe household, and the cat in the show thinks he's a vampire who's out to destroy the world. So the cat's pretty much just trying to get rid of Bunnicula the whole show.
Right now I am playing the role of Pete in Bunnicula. I am the Monroe's, Mr. and Mrs. Monroe's son, and my character is sort of going through an identity crisis. He's sort of right in that stage where he's really angsty, so that really shows throughout the play as he continually gets to be more and more dark with his appearance. I'd heard a lot of positive things about the Treehouse Troop. A lot of my friends had participated and had nothing but good things to say. It's a really good experience to be part of something that really gets involved with the education aspect of theater, because that's what it's really all about is introducing theater to younger audiences so that they're exposed and maybe they'll get interested in doing some theater when as they grow up.
I play Chester the cat in our production of Bunnicula. I wasted away in my first semester and I didn't do anything, and I wanted to get involved, and I used to do theater back at my high school, and Bunnicula seemed like a really fun production and stood out from all the other ones.
There are quite a few student media organizations on campus, and the WBGU-FM is one of the most popular ones.
We were able to talk to a few of the students that work at the station, and here's what they had to say.
WBGU info night, and the ex-punk director said, "Hey, you want to take my job?" And I said, "Well, you know, I really don't know too much about underground punk." And she said, "You'll learn."
That goes back to about 2002. My parents would just always play the station whenever they were driving me around and stuff, and I was always aware of it, you know. And then I saw a flyer out on one of the kiosk things, and it was for the training sessions. So I thought, why not? That could be very fun.
But I think my real favorite memory was earlier this year. I ran the Black Swamp Arts Festival WBGU table for most of Saturday and Sunday and some of that Friday, as it's a 3-day event. I did met a lot of fun people.
One was when I interviewed 2 members of the Glass City Rollers roller derby team. That was just a fun interview. We had a lot of calls. I don't know, and that just really cemented that I enjoy DJing a lot.
My fondest memory working with WBGU is being the on-air talent. And with BGU here at Bowling Green State University, you know, it's not a big school like Ohio State or Michigan. You know, we're looking at about 20,000 students. And there's just so much opportunity here where, you know, you're jumping on as a freshman. That's probably the best part about it, is the fact that as a freshman you can be trained, you know, get on air by your spring semester. You're given so much opportunity just to learn everything. And like I said, you're starting from your freshman year, and you don't get those kind of opportunities in big schools. If you're interested in joining WBGU as a DJ, just helping out, getting on exec staff, producing the content, the best way to go about that is that the first Monday of every month we meet at 9 o'clock in West Hall 121. Meetings usually about a half an hour, 45 minutes.
This is really a worthwhile you know, time investment. I suggest at least going to the first meeting of each training session.
Turn on your dial to 88.1 FM in Bowling Green, Ohio, or to www.wbgufm.com.
Just call us at 419-372-8810.
Debbie, did you know that I used to have my own show at WBGU-FM?
Really? What was it called?
It was called Live Like You Listen. It was a music show.
Oh. Did you know I used to have my show on WBGU-FM too?
Really? Was it music or news?
It was news. It was the Radio News Organization's RNO variety show. It's a lot of fun.
It's very fitting, Debbie. You're full of facts. Very factual human being. It fits. Continuing with our showcase of organizations helping out the community, our latest installment of IMBG takes a look at the Common Good House.
The Common Good House provides meals and a place to hang out for students. Let's take a look.
My name is Resie Sample. I'm the program coordinator at the Common Good. My job is to, in some ways, come up with projects that we can engage in as a community of students and community members. And it's also to support people who come up with their own ideas and help them figure out how to implement them.
It's really a place for the students to come and chill out and interact with each other. And with Bill Thompson, who's the director, he's a minister, he's a counselor, and he has a way to get them to unload when they're struggling with life issues.
Reese is like the, she's just done, I always tell her that like we need to work together like later in life because like I'll have the ideas and I can bring people and I could like do that stuff, but Reese gets things done.
She's really great at programming, and the good thing about her is that she has, you know, an emotional personality, but she also has a rational and logical personality, so she is able to organize things effectively. I mean, I know right now she's working on the Garden Box project, which is great. I mean, she's organized so much. I mean, in a short amount of time, she's gotten a grant. She's gotten all this wood donated, all these supplies donated, and she gives her time so freely.
So the Common Good is trying to support students setting up their own projects and making them available to the community. So some of those things, the most recent one has been this dance class that Michael Lee, who's a dance major, started. It's part of, he has an internship he needs to do, and so he decided with the Common Good to set up something where he could invite community members to learn, not specifically like dance stuff, but more about expression, how to communicate their emotions better, how to read other people better, things that are more applicable to the average person's daily life. So most memorable experiences here. In this particular space, I think when I think about what this space is emblematically for me, I think about a whole bunch of people in one room in some big boisterous conversation, eating food that we all prepared together. And often food that came from the community gardens or we grew ourselves and all that stuff. So it's really like, there's a lot of pride in that. And plus the conversations, I think particularly the Thursday dinner dialogues are so engaging. A lot of it's about giving professors a chance to talk about the things that they really love that they often don't get to talk about in the classroom. So they're just super engaging. And so I guess that's what when I think about what this space has been to me this year, those are the memories that I go to. Hey, my name is Reese and I am BG.
You know, I've never heard of that place before. I think I might have to check it out.
Me too.
Oh, sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just my shoulders still hurts from that rugby segment we shot.
Let's kick it off.
Hi, I'm Debbie Alderman.
And I'm Jared Miller.
And we're here with the BGSU men's rugby football team.
Right here at Perry Fieldhouse. Guys, thanks for coming out, really.
Thanks for talking to us.
Absolutely. What's your names?
I'm Ben.
I'm Dylan.
First of all, basically, I would start off with just what's the basic concept of rugby?
Rugby it's a good mixture of American football and soccer. You got the good hits of football, but you got the finesse and the conditioning of soccer.
And the no pads of soccer as well.
Yes, that's the best part. You get to hit with no pads.
What are the basic rules of the game?
Well, you can only throw the ball lateral, like in football. You know that Music City Miracle where they ran over the band member, and that whole play was just them throwing it sideways or backwards. That's rugby.
We got two solid rugby players right here. We got
Dane Szente.
And Trent and Dane Szente.
Awesome. So we're going to talk about a little more about what it takes to be a rugby player. What do you guys do in preparation to play rugby?
Practice. Lots of practice.
Lifting, running, all of it.
Cool.
What kind of diet do you guys have?
It's not too strict. We just try to stay away from a lot of greasy foods, fried foods, just solid cooked meals.
So that's explain really what this is. It's obviously different than football. So.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit bigger, a little more round. It's got the grips are a little bit different on it. It's easier to handle a little bit. It's rounded, more inflated, so you can kind of bounce a little bit when you kick it, do drop kicks and kick off tee, and punting is a little bit easier with it. I'd say it's probably about the same weight as a football, but it's definitely a little bit bigger. You don't have to be able to throw it overhand or really hold it with one hand tight. Usually when you pass it, you hold with two hands anyways, and it's a little bit easier to catch.
So, can you guys teach us how to play?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
All right.
All right. All right. Get! Thank you, the rugby team, showing us how to properly play the sport of rugby. I think we did a good job.
We did, Jared. We did. And for more information on the rugby team and other BG sports, check out bgsufalcons.com.
Yeah. I'm going to stick to golf, Debbie.
Or improv. That was fun. I know I got some bruises.
Those guys are so much fun.
Jared, I'm really excited to see you graduate this year.
I know. It's been a very great 4 years. That's all I have to say. And what I really want to do is we should find out how others feel about graduating as well.
Hi, my name is Issac Cohen, and I'm about to be a graduate here at BGSU. And frankly, I'm a little bit worried about what I'm going to do after I get out of college, if I'm going to be able to find a job. And I wanted to know what other graduates thought about the same thing. So I got together a bunch of people and asked them a bunch of questions. And what they had to say was very heartfelt and very interesting. And I think it was a very good look on what it means to be a graduate in our current times.
My name is Brian Scavo.
My name is Lisa Dysinger.
I'm Ryan Manning.
My name's Heather Connors.
My name is Melanie Wagner, and I'm graduating from BGSU.
Well, like most people, when I started college, I didn't know precisely why I was going. A lot of it was pressure from the parents. A lot of it was just generally expected of me to continue my education. But I knew that I wanted to do more.
I just wanted a piece of paper that, like an official document that said I went to college so people would respect me more.
It was sort of a conclusion that you go to college no matter what. It's not like, will I go to college? It's like, okay, after you graduate high school, you go to college. So it was just the next step.
I don't think I learned as much as I could have through my classes, and I think I could have tried a little harder and learned more, but other than that, I don't have a lot of regrets.
When I started going to college, like most incoming freshmen, I had no clue what I wanted to do.
Maybe I wish I would have started with my, studying popular culture at the beginning.
So I probably could have taken a lot more classes that would have been interesting to me if I had known at the beginning of college.
Before it was automatic, like if you graduated from college, it was like, oh, you're getting a job, buddy. You're getting out of school, you're getting a job. But now it's like, oh yeah, you went to college, everybody. It's like graduating from high school now.
College didn't necessarily prepare me for the workforce. College just gave me an opportunity to learn.
My future is not as straightforward as some other people might have.
Ambiguous. Pretty negative, but hopefully good, hopefully positive.
It's just kind of like this pointless nothing that I'm going into, and I don't know. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm looking for.
I honestly am not positive what I want to do or what I'm going to do, but I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing.
I'm nervous, but pretty excited.
The future is an unknown, but I'm okay with that.
It's sort of the first time where it's not just like obvious what you do next, so it's kind of exciting but also pretty scary.
I think I am ready, yes.
Getting ready to make it on my own.
Strive for perfection, accept reality.
Jared, I'm pretty scared. I mean, I have a couple years to go, but it's still scary based on what they said.
You know what, like, I think that video is so good, and because I feel the same expressions that they're going through. And I think like you have a couple more years, just live it, live it up. It's cliche, but get involved and do what you can.
Have fun, but work hard.
But the greatest thing about graduating is you get to move on, you get new experiences, you get new environments to work with, and you meet new people. And so that's what college was for me. And then now when you finish this, it kind of cycles all over again. So I think that's really cool.
And you get to pay off loans.
Yes, a lot. But that is the very last segment for this season.
I know it's been an awesome year.
I mean, it's good, just a whole... What was your favorite episode? What was your favorite segment of this year?
I liked them all.
I liked them all too. But be sure to check out our Twitter and like us on Facebook.
And if you can't get enough of us this summer, you can look forward to some segments coming up. And you can always check out our website, wbgu.org/BGOnTV.
So I am Jared Miller.
And I'm Debbie Alderman.
And roll along. I think that was good. I think that's